Hello, this is Jenny, and in this video we're going to talk about why I like to wear women's clothing. I really don't have any words to describe the reasons why I do this. Half the times I don't even know why I do this in the first place. For me, it makes me feel so feminine, sweet, innocent. I feel a lot younger than 39. And it just feels really good to be dressed like this from time to time. Do I want to transition? No, I don't. I don't want to transition. I never even had thoughts of transition, though I have been very curious as to what it would be like to have breasts. I think the first time was when I was 14 years old. I had found my sister's mini skirt and her pair of thigh-high stockings. I was very curious, and curiosity got the better of me, so I tried them on, and it was really strange. And I don't know, it just felt wonderful for some reason. I shouldn't have enjoyed it, being as I'm physically a male, but you gotta understand, at age 14, things happen with your mind and your body. I don't know why I did that to begin with, though. I just couldn't figure out why I do things like this for the longest time. There is a sexual component to me being Jenny, but a lot of it is more about fantasy than anything else. This is how I had my first orgasm when I was a teenager. What a way to have your first orgasm, right? While you're wearing a pair of leggings and a skirt. My sexual orientation? Well, I am heteroromantic, but I tend to lean more towards pansexuality. However, for the most part, I prefer women. I prefer people with vulvas. And let me put it in a way you may understand. If I were born female, I would be a lesbian. Because I'm mainly attracted to those with a vulva. I never had a significant other. Not because of this, but, well, it's not easy finding somebody who I can connect with, especially given the technology age. For me, well, my ideal partner would have to be somebody who loves dresses like this and who would love to dance with. And what I would really love to happen is we get married and we both wear bridal dresses. I do have fears about going out in public, mainly because of the things you hear about on the news and things that happen to cross-dressers and trans women. I know of this one young lady. She was only 17 when it happened to her. Her name was Gwen Arajo. She was raped and beaten to death by 4 homophobic and transphobic guys, 2 of which she was dating at the time. As to how I cope with it, well, I write down my fears and I eroticize them. I'm not going to get too far into detail, but in writing these fears into fantasies, I can control my fear and what happens, and that helps me fear a little less. What is my favorite outfit to wear? Anything that flares out when you twirl. Anything that flares out when you twirl, like this. This dress in particular I got from Amazon for $40. It's made by Maggie Tang. They make dresses like this in my size. More in my size. I'm definitely a 3X, not your typical dress size. I think it's around a 20 and 22 in a dress size, but my waist size is like 40 inches. And it's a good thing this dress does have shirring in the back, so it'll fit me better. Some of the dresses I got from a dear friend of mine, Sierra Romeo. Especially this lovely pink dress that I like to wear too. I would have worn this for the video, but number 1, it's a bit small on me, and number 2, it has a really big skirt. And there's not enough room in this room to twirl. There's barely enough room to twirl in this skirt. I mean, especially with a circle skirt like this. And I also have some dresses that I got from my mother. She had this beautiful pink floral print jumper dress. It was my favorite to wear, next to the white custom dress that she made a long time ago. Well, I have to say it's in 2011, though I have a tendency to delete my photos at the time, and I was very camera shy. I mean, I had these irrational fears of being discovered, and it would be very awkward. As to how I gain the confidence, it takes time. It takes time. Several people have inspired me to be more open about it. And therefore, this is why I make videos like this. My obsession with twirling, call it an autism thing. I have Asperger's, and it's on the very high functioning spectrum of autism. And I am borderline obsessed with twirling. I mean, the feeling of when your skirt flares out beautifully, the only side effect is, depending on how much of a flare there is to it, and if you spin really fast, it will fly past your waist. I mean, I like that feeling, which is part of the reason why I always wear dance bloomers under my dresses. Do I have any advice for people who know a crossdresser? I'd say it's a part of who they are, and try not to be so tough on them. I mean, it was tough enough for them to come out to you, and I'm sure it's very awkward for you as well. But try to understand that this is something that will never go away, and this is something that they will take to their graves. It's not a neurological condition. It's not an indication of your sexual orientation or your gender identity. For me, in particular, it's nothing to do with either of the two possibilities. I just like to express a different side of myself from time to time. So, I think that covers the reasons why I like to dress up. And I will leave you with a twirl and a curtsy.